What's up, everybody? We're back for yet another episode of Champions Corner. We got a very special guest.
I ain't put me in, man. I was like,
that was her job. She was supposed to fill you in.
Hey, I guess you. I don't. Do I do that every show? I feel like I do.
I think you.
I gotta change it.
But you know, we just gonna chill out on that.
All right, well, next show I'm gonna go like this.
Please don't.
Anyway, we have a very dope, special guest in the building today. Close friend of mine, Mr. Macc Mccray.
I'm gonna do it now. There you go. I'll talk to Sean.
What's up? How are you? It's been a while. It's been a minute.
I'm actually really, really good.
That's good. Like in a good space, like you glowing and shit. So
yeah, getting there. It's getting better though. As time goes, it just gets better. So
dope.
What I do gotta tell you is, she speaks very highly of you.
I do.
Talking about like the highest of it. Like when I first met her, like it probably had to be a week, and she was like, "Yo, like this guy Mac, you need to listen to him. He's real dope." Like, and that was how long? That was probably like 3.5 years ago. Like she told me that.
Nah, me and Kayy have always been cool. Like off the first time we met, like it's just been like real cool.
Facts.
And I'm just upset that it took for me to really tune in, because I know people that speak highly of you as well. Like I'm cool with Shaka. Shaka speaks very highly of you.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I'm cool with Collis. Collis speaks very highly of you. I'm cool with Kofi. Kofi speaks very highly of you.
I was just with Collis and Kofi yesterday.
Yeah, bro. Like they hold you on the highest of high pedestals.
Those are my brothers, man.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you for coming up here, bro.
No doubt. I usually be busy on Tuesdays, but I was free this time.
That's what I'm saying. It's about time.
That's why I would have been here, but work gets in the way.
It's crazy because I actually met Mac when I was 17. I think I was 17. Maybe I just turned 18 one the other. And I was starting my first blog, Sincerely Simone. I didn't really know what I was doing.
On Tumblr at that.
Tumblr. And Tumblr is very, very complicated to work. So I really was just testing it out. Mm-hmm. And we did our first interview in the middle of 34th Street.
I do remember.
In the middle of 34th Street. I never met Mac before. I liked his music. He was very creative. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, he's dope. So let's do an interview. And I was going to St. Peter's at the time. So the train was right there. I'm like, okay, middle of 34th Street is like the perfect place to do it. And I'm not going to lie. At first it was awkward because I think we both didn't know what to expect from each other. It was like...
I didn't.
Exactly.
I know I didn't know.
So it was very awkward at first. I'm like, damn, like he don't want to open up to me. So it took a little time, and then as time went on, it wasn't even an interview anymore. It was literally just like us talking about our life,
chopping it up,
what it is we wanted to do, how we got
I think we
started.
stayed out there till it got dark.
Whoa. It was to the point where my roommates came looking for me. They like, damn,
they did pull up on you. They did. They just happened to walk by. I was like, you know them?
They're like, you still doing
I forgot all about that.
So it's been that long, bro. And like since then we've both just grown. So I felt like it was the perfect time to just bring you on the show and see what you've been doing. What's
I'm glad
been
to be here.
You got so much stuff going on. Talk to us. New projects.
I got a few projects I'm trying to finish, but it's just for my purposes. Like I need to hurry up and finish them because I be horror music, man.
Right.
And I get yelled at for doing that. So now I'm trying to finish everything and just have it wrapped up and ready to go. So I dropped Attitude. I had to let that breathe for a while and let it get its proper circulation. So I'm getting back to the roll of dice projects I was dropping like every other month. So to start back September, I'll drop the third one, and then so on and so forth.
Let's talk about Attitude though, because that's like, it's a different lane than what you're used to doing.
Very.
So when I heard, I was like, wait, what? This Mac, he hit the auto-tune, he hit the...
Like, I don't know. I did a little bit of singing, like with the first roll of dice. It was like 3 like singy type songs, completely different. I wasn't gonna drop those at all. I just did them.
Right.
And I was like, nah, let me drop these first, and then just like throw people off. But nobody was surprised. It was like, okay, he's singing, it's cool. Like nobody was like, oh dang, he's like, this is new. Like nobody overreacted about it. So I was like, okay. Second roll of dice, I dropped, like it was just me like rapping, like just barring everybody away. People was cool with that one. And then I made Attitude in like 10 minutes one day. Like I hurt my eye, so I was in the house, and then like the first day I could like really open it up to see, I was like, I'm going to the studio, I'm gonna work on something. So I heard the beat and I just started humming, and then I laid a reference track down to it, and then the same day Like the video I put up, like with me and my like in the room dancing to it.
Right.
I just laid the reference down, so there was only a hook, and then I posted it. I posted that the next day, and that's where all these retweets and all these comments came from. I was like, oh, y'all like this? Like, I was just being stupid. Like, y'all like this? So I went back the next day, and then I actually like did a verse and like I finished the song like somewhat. And then I was sending it around. I was like, yo, what y'all think? What y'all think? And everybody I sent it to was like, yo, like, this is it. This is the summer song. This is what we needed. Like, you got to drop this like now. So I did it on like a Sunday. And I think by the next week, I put the song out. Because it was like constant notifications. So I was like, all right, this is the one. This has to go. So I put everything else on hold. I got the cover art done. I just put it out there. And people, I'm still getting positive reactions from it. Like, even people that find it like right now are still like, I'm getting really, really positive reactions from it.
That's dope.
For something that I stepped way out the box to do.
Right.
So I'm still basking in it right now.
So like you touched on earlier how you like the hoard music, and like that's like the case with like most artists I know. Like they like to just hold on, like they record mad songs and just hold them. Like why do you think that is?
I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know. Like I know I have like a ton. Like I make beats, so I have like a ton of beats. All of them don't get sold. I don't use all of them. So then there's still this whole load of beats, and then I'm making more on top of that. So like with music, I guess it's the same thing. Like if I make 7 songs today, I'm gonna use 2 of them, and then I go make more the next week. So then there's like, you know, it's like you get to pick and choose which ones, and the ones that you don't do anything with, they just get stuck.
Exactly.
You know, like you don't have to put out everything you make. Like if I want to do a 10-song project, I'm not just gonna make 10 songs and then like, you know, I have to make way more than what I need, so then I narrow it down, and then those other songs, they just get stuck. Some songs like old joints, you just pull them back out and say, I'm gonna drop this one from 2 years ago, you re-record it and whatnot. So some songs do come back out, but I think that's what happens. Like they just gets pushed to the side after a while, and then as you start creating new stuff, you don't really like it no more.
Right. So since you have so much music, how do you decipher which ones go out and which ones stay in the vault?
That's a hard decision.
I can imagine. Like when you're doing them so periodically. Yeah,
like when I try to narrow songs down for my projects, I try to make my projects unskippable. So I'm like, I try to listen to like a different sequence of songs, like, all right, if I go from this one to this one, like would I skip this one? Like I try to not to put all the best, but I try to make sure they flow. You know, like there's keep you like a certain feeling. I try to make sure all the tracks flow together, as opposed to like picking like all the ones that sound the same. As long as it like meshes well together, then I try to pick them like that.
Right.
But like then there's ones like Attitude that I just make randomly that have to go like that very moment.
So there was no thought process behind that song whatsoever. It was just that's dope.
Like there's a lot of songs I be working on like singing and stuff, and the funny thing is I can't write them. I have to like just wing it and like freestyle them.
Right.
So Attitude I freestyle completely. Like I'll freestyle it, of course, like I'll mumble a couple parts, and then I'll keep listening to it until I memorize it, and then I'll go back in and I'll do it clearer. And then I keep doing it until it sounds clear. Like the same part over and over and over until it sounds perfect. And then it's like a finished product. So sometimes I'll do it in takes, but I can't write them. Like I can't. Raps I could sit down and pen those all day, but like the stuff I've been singing, I cannot write it to save my life. It sounds like I tried. Like it sounds like I really, really tried to write an R&B joint, like, you know.
But maybe you did, and I respect the fact that you can sit here and say, "I don't know how to do that shit."
I don't.
Most people, they gonna lie and say,
like I hear a beat and I just start humming a melody, so I might lay it down like just me humming or like saying whatever I can think of, and then certain parts stick, so then I'll go back and I'll do it over, and then like sometimes like Attitude, the first reference track, I just had the hook in my head, so I said the hook for like 4 minutes straight. Just one long take of me repeating the hook over and over. Then the next day, after like notifications blew up, I went back in and I just started humming stuff, like humming other melodies for the verse. And then I kept listening to it, and I was rapping stuff to what I was humming. And then I went back in. Like it's like 3 different versions of Attitude, but then the final one is like me saying it fully clear. Right. And my boy Party's on that song too. Actually, he's doing like background vocals on it. Nice. He's one of the people I sent it to.
Is that the put up with?
Yeah, he's in the background. So I sent it to him. He was like, yo, don't release this tomorrow. Let me do background vocals. Like the day before I decided to put it out, he was like, no. I have to. It's just missing this one thing. So I sent it to him. He sent it back to me like an hour or two before I had to put it out. So I had to mix his vocals in like on my laptop and then drop it. But it came out very, very dope.
Nah, it did. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to it daily. That shit.
Oh, I love it.
Yo, when he posted, I was like, dope. Nah, he didn't do that. No.
Nah, I love that. That's my favorite song currently by me.
Really?
Like
all the songs that you have.
Yeah, like even the ones that's like not out right now, like that's my current favorite song by me. Like I just
the catchiness, bro.
Right, like my mom loves it. Like she had got a new car, so I went over to see her new car like 2 days before I dropped it. So she was like, "Okay, so play me the song. I want to hear it." So I hooked it up to her aux, whatever. I played it. She made me play it like 5 times, back to back, and she was like catching on the words, like singing along with it. She was like, "I love this. I love it." And she got like these Bose speakers in her car, so she kept emphasizing the fact that she got like a sound system in her car. Yo, volume was on 30. Like I'm like, Mom, relax.
That's got to be the best feeling though.
Right.
Like just not only the support from your mom, but like the fact that she like what you're doing.
Oh, my mom's
like,
a fan. Like my mom be at the shows.
But your mom is a fan.
My mom has like
his dad.
My mom is a character. Like when she comes to the shows, like other artists know my mom from being at the shows and being turned up at the show. Like she won't just listen to my shit. Like she'll come and cheer everybody else on. And she'll like when they come down like, "Oh, you did so good. Y'all got a song together yet?" Like my mom really be at the shows. She low-key one of the shows you did at Paul Vincent, right? My mom was there.
She was.
I remember you had like the Bottle Girls or whatever there. Yes. My mom was like scouting out like she was like low-key interviewing all of them for me. Like bro, I see her talking to somebody and then she'd come back like, "Oh yeah, this is my son that I was telling you about." I was like, "Dang, I was a wingman." Like,
I was a wingman. Now that's dope. Like
I went back home and I like tweeted like that night. I was like, "Yo, if you spoke to my mom at all tonight, like you was being interviewed. Like, you was a prospect."
You was a prospect.
That's dope though.
She was looking out for your boy.
Nah, for real. And how dope is it to just have like a support system like that? Because it's very important. I feel like that you're not only like your friends or your like close friends, but your family, especially like your parents.
Yeah.
In a generation where, you know, when we grow up, it's like, all right, you know, we want you to go to school, get your degree, and, you know, be a doctor, a lawyer kind of thing. But like, how important is it that, you know, your parents are open to you doing music and support you 100%?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it started like that, like with me coming like out of high school, because I was doing music in high school. So when me coming out of high school and it's time to get serious and like go to look at colleges and whatnot and find like, you know, what you really want to do, I didn't really want to do anything else. So I did like Essex County for like a semester and a half, and like I just didn't feel right being there. So, you know, I expressed that to my parents and we found an alternative. So I actually ended up going to school for like audio engineering and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna still go to school, I'm still get a degree, but like this is what I really want to know, like, you know, so I should further myself in this and then I can get a job in this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily, if it don't end up with me being like, you know, the big rapper on stage and whatnot, like I can still be the producer or the engineer, or like I can still work in music and I don't have to settle with doing this just for the money when I really want to be, you know, a creative and shit like that. So once they saw that, then we looked into the schools and they saw how serious I was about it. So and I think that's what helped kickstart the like their support, because they always supported it and they liked it, but you know, when it's time to be an adult, it's like, all right, what's gonna pay the bills, you know, things like that. So me trying to look for schools to fuel what I wanted to do in life, that helped a lot. And then came the support. So like my mom comes to as many shows as she can. My sisters come to the shows. My dad don't always come to the shows, but when he do, like, you know, he really gets like the most out of it. But I make sure like if I make some music, he's old school, so I still gotta like burn him CDs and whatnot. You know, I can't give him a flash, but like I still gotta like put it on the CD or like hook like the Google Chrome up to the TV to pull up my video or whatever. Like I send him the link on his phone and he'll watch it and he'll listen stuff. So I do get the support from my family, like big time. But I think school, when I looked for like alternate options for schooling, that's what showed them like, okay, like he don't even want to learn like physics. Like he just want to know how to connect this to that. Like, so yeah, but it feels really, really good though.
You produce all your own music, right?
Majority of it.
Okay.
I like. For me, I feel like it's not necessarily good to always produce my own or to do it 100% by myself, because then it starts to sound the same.
Right. Because you like what you like.
Right. Like I know my style, but like I can put my style with somebody else's style. So like even if I don't do the whole beat, I'll do like half and half, or like I'll just add stuff in. I didn't produce Attitude at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been definitely getting out of my bubble of like being so closed in and like not working with people. It's always because I'm always so used to working by myself. Like I have everything in my crib, in my room and whatnot, so I'll just work whenever I feel like it. So I don't get the chance to really work with anybody. Yeah. By the time I do something, it's already done and I don't need anybody on it because I just did it already. Now I'm singing. Well, I don't need nobody. I'm out of here.
So how you know when it's time to, okay, I can't produce this. I want to go outside and get somebody else to do it. How do you know when it's the time for you to do it and when it's time for somebody else?
I wouldn't say like there's a time where I say I can't do it, but I'm quick to reach out to somebody who I know is better at it than I am. So like I know like I'm okay on the piano, but if I know I need like something done a certain way, there's somebody who actually like can play the piano with their eyes closed, you know, so I hit them up for that. You know, like on one of my songs on my albums last year, I had one of my boys from high school, he's playing like a bass guitar solo at the end. And I know I can get that if I just click, you know, the bass guitar preset and then try to knock it out on the keys, but it'll sound better if it's an actual guitar from somebody that actually played bass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I admit where I know I can't do everything as good as something else. You know what I'm saying? Like I know if like, even with the singing, like if I need a hook song and I try to do it, I know if it's not really sounding all that great, I'm not going to settle. If I know I can reach out to somebody that can actually sing and I'll send them what I got. I'm like, all right, you know, can you do this a little better for me? You know? So I know how to take the step down and let somebody else help me out instead of just settling for whatever I can do. So
let me ask you this. So if for people who listen to your music, it's kind of like an alter ego type of thing, because for people who really know you, have been around you, you're fairly quiet, but then it's like when you listen to your music, it's like
I've been hearing this a lot recently.
What, that you're quiet? Like
that I'm two different people.
In your music and in person, yeah. Because when you rapping, it's like, y'all niggas ain't better than me. Like, I'm up here, y'all niggas down here. But then when you really, like, in front of him, he's quiet. So is that, like, truly how you feel deep down at heart and you're just projecting it through your music, or is it literally just music?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's just music because it's still me. Like, it's not fake. Like, I'd say it depends on the setting I'm in. Like this is a calm setting, so I would, you know, it'd be absurd for me to just be turned up and downplaying motherfuckers. Like, why? Like, why are you acting like that right now, bro? Like, it's like, it just depends on my setting. Like, if I'm out and about, you know, of course I'm gonna be turned up and I'm not a shy person, cause I'll talk to anybody, but it just depends on the setting. Like, I'm not. There's levels to it. I'm not like cut and dry shit across the board the same way all the time. So
right.
If you meet me this time, like it's your first time meeting me, so this time I'm kind of relaxed and calm, jokes here and there. But if you meet me at like a show or whatever, like, yo, who is this? Like, if you catch me drunk, bro, I'm undefeated. Undefeated.
Completely different.
Undefeated. But yeah, it depends on like where I'm at. Like you gotta know how to like gauge it. Like, you know, you got those friends that don't know how to like not curse when they're around certain people.
Don't know how to tone it back.
Right, like that's me. Like I know when and where to behave certain ways. So like what's called for and what's not.
Right.
You know,
so what are your shows like?
Exciting. I used to say it depends on the crowd. Cause like there's a dead crowd, then like I'm not really. I used to feed off the crowd, and then I got out of that. Like that makes no sense. Cause if you have a dead crowd, then my performance is dead. So like. Fuck them. Like, I'm about to wild out either way. Like, whatever y'all give me, I'm about to tweak regardless. But I usually sweat after all my performances.
I would hope so. That means you
always
put effort in.
Yeah. Like, I might leave the stage with a little less than I walked up there with, you know. But I give a lot of energy in it. Like, when I hear... I like listening to my own music, but, like, it's something about when I do it live that's just, like, way different. Like the songs feel harder, like the beats just hit differently for some reason, and it feels better. I feel like that's what a lot of artists, like even like mainstream artists, like when you hear their music, you know it's a great song, you can run it back all day. But then when you see them performing live, it's like a different feeling.
Yes.
And then you don't listen to the songs the same no more, because now every time you listen to it, you think about when you seen it, like, you know. So that's how I feel like when my music comes on live, especially like certain songs. Like I wouldn't perform every single song I have. Certain songs you just don't like. You don't get the same reaction when you do them live.
That's true.
Or like they put a damper on the crowd. So like I usually have like I usually know what songs, like when I make them I already know like I'm performing this one will get the crowd moving. So like I don't know, I would say now I get the energy from my music now as opposed to drawing energy from the crowd, because they're gonna get energy from me. Like it took me a minute to figure that out, but like they get hype if I'm hype or if my music is good, so I make sure I gotta perform the right songs. I'm coming with the right energy either way. I just can't let them determine, like if they not bobbing or whatever, if they distracted, I can't let that throw me off. You know what I'm saying? Because the footage is not going to tell that they wasn't paying attention. It's just going to tell that I was upset because they wasn't paying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's your favorite song to perform?
Right. I haven't performed Attitude yet. I haven't had a show since I put Attitude out. So I don't know how that's going to go. I have a song called Breathe though, and that's a really good song to perform.
You are like the interaction king though, because it's like you create sings within your music that we have to kind of respond to. So like Breathe, when you perform it.
I don't make the songs like that though. I don't make them with that in mind.
No,
but I know like when I'm selecting songs to perform, I'm like, all right, I can rope them in with this one. This one's a good one. Y'all can do some crowd reaction with that one.
But like, that's fire though, because like then when you go to the show, you have no choice but to interact with what you're saying, because it's really fucking fire. Like it's that dope.
Yeah,
like Breathe.
The hooks are catchy.
Say Amen.
Right.
Don't trust them.
Like what I'm saying, like when I make the songs, I don't make them like that, like with that in mind. But when I'm picking them to perform, that's how I pick them.
Okay.
But I don't do that in the creation process. But that's how I select them though. But I try to, cause like, and I'm funny too. So like I try to involve everybody. Like if you're not paying attention to the song, I'm gonna find some way to get you to pay attention to the fact that I'm up here. Like I be talking to people, I be talking about people, in a non like, oh nah, we gotta throw hands manner. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I try to involve everybody. Like to, instead of me just getting up there saying, yo, my name's Macc Mccray, all right, play the song, and then I'm out. Like there's like a moment of like, there's like a connection with me and you while I'm up there, even if it's not personal. Like I'm speaking to y'all as opposed to me just performing in front of y'all. You know.
So what artists in Jersey do you listen to as of today?
That's a lot. I hope this don't piss people off. Jersey artists get pissed off a lot. I need to relax.
It's a fact though, niggas are sensitive.
Listen, I listen to Jay Wonder a lot. Nice. He's from Montclair. Prince Hill, of course, is my brother. Collis, I listen to his music a lot. Shaka's music, High Class's music. Pineapple City, Dougie F. I'm trying to think of who else. Like I really put like songs in my playlist. I'm trying to think of. I just added a Khalil Gibran song I never heard before to my playlist.
It's a dope collection.
You got like a whole bunch of just like
most of them I know,
playlists.
most of them I don't know. Like I don't know Pineapple City. I met Khalil Gibran a few times, but I don't like really know him. But I do like I really be listening.
You got like a whole Jersey artist playlist?
Nah, not really, but like I put their music in the playlist with everybody else's.
Fits within the playlist.
Yeah, like you know. Yeah, like if I hit a song I like, I'm gonna click favorite, and you know, so their music is in just with everybody else's. So, I'm trying to think who else I listen to. I don't know. I feel like it's there. I just can't. It's not coming to me now that you said it. But
it's like, more of y'all. He not dissing y'all. He just can't remember.
Word
right now.
Just can't remember.
Because Jersey got a lot of talent. We put it that way.
We definitely does.
And that's in all avenues too. Like not just music. It's just a whole bunch of dope creatives in New Jersey, period.
Right.
For real.
It's just all about how they market themselves and the kind of business that they promote. Because, you know, some people are real dope creatives, but they just come off horribly. You know, they be late sometimes. Or like the business is bad. The product could be amazing, but the business just be bad. And that'll turn a lot of people off. Especially if you're asking for a high price and we trying to support you and then the business is bad. It's like,
right.
That's true.
We're not paying for the product, just the product. We're paying for the service as well. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard.
I think a lot of people forget that too. That like customer service is a part of it.
Very important. One of the most important parts, actually.
That's true.
God bless them, though. God bless them. Nah.
So I want to ask, like, both of you, being that you're both black men. I want to talk a little bit about the Jay-Z NFL Colin Kaepernick situation. I just want to know what you guys think about it. Being that, like I said, that you guys are both black individuals, black men at that.
One, you know, I'll never go against Hov. That's just me. He's not only the greatest rapper to ever live, but like, I'll just never go against his morals or his principles or what he's trying to do for us, because he's shown time and time again that he's for us and he's always helping us no matter what his endeavors are. And a lot of endeavors that Hov does never speaks about. He don't do it for the publicity. He don't do it for none of that. He do it because he want to do it.
Right, we just found out about it.
That's
exactly. True. So now that he's teaming up with the NFL for Colin, like, I see a lot of people trying to bash Hov or whatever the case may be.
Is he doing it for Colin Kaepernick, or is he doing it and including Colin Kaepernick?
He's not even.
We don't even know.
We don't even know if Colin Kaepernick is a part of it.
Are we just running with that?
I feel like he's gonna hire him back.
With that?
I feel like he's gonna hire him back. I could be wrong.
That narrative up and run with it.
That's what people did.
That's how rumors get started,
yo. They're like, oh, you know, how is he gonna partner with, you know, the NFL, and Colin Kaepernick still doesn't have a job? He's like, yo, people seem to forget Colin Kaepernick not having a job is not what we was fighting for. That's not what we was fighting for.
That's a fact.
That's just what happened in result of what we were fighting for.
Right.
But if you ask Colin would give up playing in the NFL any day if it meant social justice was going to continue to make forward steps of progress.
Right.
Very true.
Feel what I'm saying? So it's not about Colin Kaepernick having a job. It's not about that. I cannot stress that enough. It's not about him having a job. And Hov said, yo, we all know what we were kneeling for was social injustice.
Right.
Okay, we get it. Everybody is aware what we were kneeling for.
Right. So what are we gonna do about it?
What is the next step now? We have to take steps towards what we want to accomplish, and that's all it was.
I don't see how people can bash that, because even me, as being an individual with a family, a child, I can't even sit here and say, yeah, I knew. Yup.
Like,
I really
feel like what
don't
it is
see how we can say it.
Because I seen like an article where they say he was like, in a sense, he's like going back on his word. With like last year, he like declined the halftime show, but now this year he's doing a whole partnership with it. I feel like it was a chess move. Like I don't want to executive produce or perform.
I want to sit at the table.
A halftime show. Like I want to be in business with y'all, not like gives a damn about performance money. Like I don't care. Like I want to be in this. I want to be at the table. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to put on a show for y'all, like let me in the door.
Right.
I feel like that's what it is.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
So many people are like, why can't we create our own table? And I just feel like that's a part of the problem. Like, we just want to run and jump. Are we going to leave all the black men that are a part of the NFL? We just going to create a whole nother table? Well, what about the table we already got right here? What we going to do with it?
There's a table, we just not there.
Exactly.
You have to be like now he's the representative there.
Exactly. And who better to represent us? I can't think of too many people that would be better, that would better represent us and what we stand for than Hov.
Right. I mean, he's as businessman.
Yep.
He's as business as can be, and as urban as can be.
True. Exactly. That's true.
You get what I'm saying? Like the hair alone, like
you know what I'm saying? Like him up there with the hair and the Rock Nation hat on.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's equal on both sides of the coin.
I'm just gonna say, give Jay-Z a chance, y'all.
Please give him a chance. And I'm not talking about just 1 year. I'm talking about, let's let the thing play out. Let's let the entire thing play out. Because for y'all to think Jay-Z gonna sell us out, that's kind of crazy.
Nah.
His wife is Beyonce Knowles Carter, bro. And you think Jay-Z gonna sell us out, bro? That's crazy.
Everything they do is black as hell.
Black, bro. Black.
As hell.
Like, Jay-Z was 50 when he started growing his hair out, bro. That's black, bruh.
Well, nah, he used to do that before. Like
he did, but it never
when he worked on albums, like he just grow his hair out.
He got real scruffy.
But nah, he just kept it this time.
This, oh man, God bless though.
I'm excited though to see it happen.
I can't wait to see what this.
I feel like a lot of things has happened between Jay, Meek Mill making a difference in the community, and I feel like it should inspire young black men to get out the streets and progress.
Jay-Z got the touch.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know what he be saying to these people, but he really be like whipping people into shape.
For real.
Facts.
Like I mean, Meek wasn't already. He already wasn't doing anything wrong, but he definitely changed his whole demeanor. Like you can see it.
Yes.
You know what?
Like you can
Yes.
hear the difference in his music too. Like his music is still just as grimy and turned up as it was before, but the approach is different now.
Yes, it's very different. I agree.
I remember Meek went on the Breakfast Club one day, right? And Charlamagne was like, "Yo, you ever feel like a responsibility to like fight for like social justice or like prison reform or nothing?" He said, "No disrespect, but I don't feel like I have to do that." And he gave whatever reason it was. And look at him now. It's crazy.
He
how,
is
like,
that. Like he's literally the face of it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like it's so crazy how whole like, and the thing is, I don't even think like Jay-Z just like, yo, you need to do this. I think he just sits you down and just have a conversation.
Exactly.
Like, yo,
Yeah, he just put things into perspective.
yeah, like you have this much influence. Imagine if you would have just, put yourself right here and just.
He's a businessman.
Did you guys watch the Free Meek thing on Amazon?
I don't have
I
Amazon
seen
Prime.
Me either, but I heard it's dope. And
I gotta get that one
find
illegally.
somebody that got it.
I gotta get that one illegally.
Allegedly, I have a jailbroken Fire Stick, so I can watch it. I seen like I can't remember which part it was, but I remember seeing the part where they was just breaking down the case and like how the guy said he seen Meek selling crack on this corner and how it was literally impossible because he was so far away and he seen it or whatever it was. But they was just saying how it was just it was a bad case from the jump. Like they didn't even have the right like you're not supposed to get a warrant to go kick in somebody's door for something that you think you saw, and that's what essentially happened. But I have to go watch that in full, honestly, because it looked really good. It looked like it was shot really well. They even got the cop that assisted somebody in locking him up in there. Like it's real
That's
dope.
deep.
It's deep, yeah. What you guys think about the report coming out that said Jay-Z told Jermaine Dupri to turn down the same deal that he
I read that.
Yo.
And I thought about it. I was thinking, like, maybe it wasn't the same, or like maybe whatever deal Jay-Z worked out is different.
Or maybe as a
maybe
friend,
there's more included in what Jay-Z's trying to do, or
that's what I thought.
Or Jay knew for the person he is
that it was suitable for him. That's what I was gonna say. Like, you ever had your friend talk you out of something that you know ain't for you?
That's what I'm saying.
Partner with the NFL,
we
like
would laugh.
They would have clowned him, honestly, because like, bro, you just got over this female rapper hill. Like, we just let you slide with that. We just stopped talking about you for that, and now you're going. Come on, bro. Come on.
I don't think well, for that comment, I don't think it was wrong. I think maybe the way it came out.
Nah, he was wrong in the sense that he's uninformed.
Right.
Super
uninformed about what?
Female rappers.
I just think that he was trying to say, like, back in the day, you can't. The tone was different. We could listen to, as much as we love Hot Girl Summers and the City Girls, and it's all the same thing. Fucking on the skimming ass, bapping ass nigga, like it's all the same thing.
I'm not, because he said like they all strippers and whatnot.
All right, that part, like, no.
But they really were.
Who? Meg Thee Stallion was never a stripper.
Nah, not her, but like, wasn't one of the City Girls a stripper or something like that?
I wouldn't put it past.
Then one of them is actually in jail, so she come out rapping all that jail shit. She was there. We saw it. Yeah. Cash Doll was a stripper. Cardi B was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trina was a stripper. They was really strip. How many rappers was really selling drugs?
It's only a handful that you could really like.
Right. Like, how many of them really shot somebody? None of them are running off on a plug. Like, we have no evidence of this. Like,
at least the women.
They was really strippers, bro.
That's what I'm saying. At least the women is real honest in their raps. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really did this. I could take that. That's honesty.
If that's your life, if that's the life that you lived, and you want to rap about it,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be in there.
I'll be with it.
Hey, you feel me? I'm in there.
Of course, it's not a knock them with, but I do agree with what he was saying. Like, back in the day, you got a different vibe from every female rapper. The Brat wasn't rapping like Trina.
Of course.
True.
Like, everybody was when you knew who to go to when you wanted to listen to a different vibe.
And the crazy thing is, it's exactly like that today. I just don't think, like, he's just like certain people that's just so far like above what it is that they just don't really know. Like, there's a bunch of rappers that are women that are spinning real lyrical shit.
That's true too.
Tierra Whack is
like
crazy.
I think like in music, our tolerance changed for what we like willing to take.
Most definitely.
Because like back in the day, people was like the mainstream, the big name artists was like Tribe Called Quest and like you know, people like that, like lyrical people. And now like we don't really care to process that much.
Right.
So
simple.
Our standards are lower now. So we'll take like Lil Baby, Playboy Cardi, and like stuff like that, like simple stuff. It's hard, but like we think it's hard, but like there's still people rapping like how they were before, like just as lyrical. They just not pushed to the surface.
Exactly.
So then same thing with the women. Like women back in the day was lyrical, but now we take the quick, the club banger over like the Tierra Wax and the No Names and Rhapsodies. Like they're still there. They're still selling and making mad money. Like people know that they fire, but it's just not boosted up to the surface. It's not catchy. It's not gonna catch our attention like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is, for real, for real.
So do we see Meg the Stallion with longevity?
Yeah,
I do.
I know, because she could really rap.
Facts.
She could rap.
Facts.
Like once, of course, she has to capitalize on this wave right now, because if it ain't broke, don't break it.
Right.
Like if that's what people want to hear, you let them keep hearing it till you get the one person that says, "Yo, I'm tired of hearing that." All right, cool. You tired of hearing it? Now let me make something else.
I'm just curious to see who's going.
I don't think it's her music that's like. I don't think her music is gimmicky.
It's not. I don't think so either.
What it is, it's her appearance. Like it's the brand. It's her brand that people are kind of getting like
the dry
annoyed
boat
with.
thing.
Yeah, like her clothes, the way she like dress or whatever. Like that's her brand.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, but that's not her music.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like if you look at her, you would think her music sound one way, but if you hear her music, you wouldn't think that she would. Like her appearance would be the way it is.
Exactly.
Or the way like her costumes and shit, like when she performs, it's like you wouldn't think it's the same.
I really want to see Sweetie do more. Cause like I seen a post where it was like, what we gonna do for the winter? And Sweetie like, I got y'all. Everybody like, no. Icy girl. I feel like that would be dope.
It would. That hurt me.
She's like, not bad.
She's very
she's really not bad. I don't like her new song. That's like the one that's on the radio right now.
The My Type.
I'm not really.
I love it.
Like she can't rap as good as these other ones. But I always said when it comes to her flipping a record, like taking a sample,
she's not a slouch,
flipping. She's not. When she flipped them samples, like for the My Type, when she flipped
the one that was on Insecure.
Yeah.
Is it Icy?
Icy.
Yeah.
Like that. When she flipped Icy from I think it was Trina when she flipped that.
Kayy. My neck, my back.
Yeah. When she flipped that, I'm like, oh shit, that's hard. And
I feel like that's her thing.
Yeah, and then when she flipped My Type from
nostalgia,
from like I think it was a Missy record when she flipped My Type, I'm like, oh,
that's the new one, right?
Yeah.
No, that's P.D. Pablo.
Freak a Leak.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Dun. Yo, you're right. Wow.
And then she has another one with
she can eat for a while with doing that.
On the QC thing. It's her, City Girls, and
I didn't finish that album yet. I know she dropped
City Girls. It's tough.
Hit Boy dropped a song with her. That's actually on the Madden soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's called No L's. I heard that one, and that one's hard.
And her songs hit TV. Insecure was Icy.
Yeah. Like
I don't know.
She gonna eat off.
I would love to see her.
She's cool. I'm not necessarily big on the new song she got out, but I mean I like it though. She's dope.
I would love to see her do a little something for the winter, because like Icy was her thing.
I hope so, because I like this wave of just women just running the kind of just like the social trends that's popping. Like anything that's gonna empower women, like go ahead and do it. Like,
I'm still on Cardi B, because like regardless of the music, like even just following her on social media, I like the love she get when she go to her city. She she not going in all these jewelry, like she's going the same way she left. Like I love it, and her people respect her.
And Cardi drop hard music too.
I like her because she hasn't changed at all. Like her personality right now is literally the same as it's always been. Like before Love and Hip Hop, she was doing like little like funny videos, like Instagram. Just as a stripper with the messed up teeth and everything. Like she literally has never changed.
Never.
And she's actually really smart.
Yeah.
Like when you sit and listen to her, you're like, oh, Cardi, you know some shit. Like
the way she's talking is gonna throw people off. So like,
of course.
Like,
but that's really who she is.
Exactly. Like, but then when you really just break it down, like, all right, what was she trying to say? It's literally some genius shit.
Like, when she talk politics, I be like, damn, she know her shit. Like,
she knows what's going on.
She do. That's dope though.
She had to sit down with Bernie Sanders too. I don't know if you could find it or watch it anywhere. I ain't look at it, but
I heard about it. I didn't know there was video, but I heard about it though.
Yeah, I didn't know there was video either, but that's real dope.
Like you said, I'm just proud of the women, man. This was definitely our summer.
Please make it y'all winter too. Please keep going. Keep going, please. Like, bro, it just makes me happy. You feel me? Because women been like, it's been it's been like these past couple years, like they've been putting women down, putting them against each other. Like it's real dope to see them banding together and doing some dope shit. I like it.
What do you guys think of the Hot Girl Summer song with Nicki Minaj?
I didn't want to hear it.
I didn't
Not
listen
gonna lie
to
to
it.
you.
I
So you
still
didn't
haven't
listen to
heard
it
it.
yet?
Not at all. I don't plan on listening to it.
Yeah, I still haven't heard it because I knew it was gonna be something I
Really?
didn't like. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it was gonna be like real, just poppy and like.
I feel like
Yeah.
Nicki needs to really take a seat.
Hmm.
Bro,
I feel like she needs to take a seat.
what I feel, and I feel the same way, right? But it's like, yo, I want Nicki to just take like a real classic beat and just give us like 180 bars on it, bro. That's what I.
That's
Without
not her,
SB?
That's what I.
Without
That's not her, though.
SB? I don't
There's
know.
really a big difference without Safari.
It
Facts.
is, and I tell people that all the time. That's the
Like,
worst thing that ever could have happened.
He wasn't only like her, like writing for her, but like
Motivation.
not even now. I want to say he was kind of like PR in a sense, cause she wasn't acting out
She
then
wasn't.
how she's doing
No.
now.
Like, and it hurt me. It didn't hurt me, but
Cause
it-
like
I
he's
looked at it
literally
weird.
been there her whole career.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even like as her man or not, like he still know like what's like that's not smart. Like
Exactly.
trust me, like that's not smart. He never cared to be this big name artist. It just
Right.
came afterwards, like, oh,
Right.
let's put him on Love and Hip Hop, and then that shit started to come. But that was never him.
Right.
But there's
And you
definitely a
could tell.
big difference. Like you're not listening to 180 bars of Nicki now.
It depends.
You're not.
Like if
We
she
all we
said-
getting is
you're not.
features.
If she said, "Yo,
You're not.
it's old Nicki, like how I used to be giving it up on these tracks," I'll give it a listen. And within the first
Not doing
30 seconds, if it ain't what I'm trying to hear, I'm gonna cut it off.
I'm not doing it, man.
But it's gotta be some real. Like I wouldn't mind hearing 180
I feel like for a long
bars.
time we tolerated Nicki because she's literally all we had.
And then Cardi came.
And then other female artists started to emerge, and then she literally turned herself into a villain.
Literally, like
She
I'm
turned
not.
I agree with
herself
that.
into a villain.
I'm not gonna
Right.
sit here and say that Nicki wasn't putting out dope shit. Nicki
She
was putting out
was.
mad dope shit.
But when that's really all you got, not saying that there wasn't other female artists, but like she's the biggest one. She was literally winning the same BET award every year.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because there was no one else.
I think it was like 2013 where it was just she just fell off a cliff. Like how like
Well, let me rephrase it. Not no one else. There was just no one else as big as she was.
yeah, and like even when they got a little buzz, it just never was enough
Right.
to kind of like
Right.
for everybody.
It's
to
not
get
like if
behind
you have
it.
to compare it, like all right, to the previous winners, it's not the same. It's not enough.
It's not the same.
Right. So now that we're getting other women that are just as big,
It made her sick. And
Yeah.
you could tell, y'all. I
When
be
she had-
hating
eating
it.
her up.
I hate it.
When she had the
especially
dope-
Cardi, like another female from New York.
Exactly. Like when she had the Joe Budden podcast on Queen Radio, like I ain't never listened to Queen Radio in my life.
I've never listened to either one.
But I'm like, yo, I'm a
I
big
feel like I'm gonna watch that one though.
I'm a big like supporter of that podcast. Like I like watching them. So I'm like, all right, let me listen to it. And she's just screaming. It's like she turned into this big character.
Right.
I'm like, you don't have to scream.
I
That's
feel like
pretty
she
much
feel
all
like she got
do
a
on
lot
Queen
to
Radio
prove.
anyway.
what
Any
I'm
snippets
saying.
I hear of Queen Radio, she just yelling and throwing shade at
Bro,
people
like,
for
yeah.
literally no reason.
Cause she feel like she gotta prove herself. She feel like she
Like
gotta
every-
get her point across.
Pretty much every woman that's like a rapper right now has admitted that they looked up to Nicki in some way
Yeah.
because she was the biggest one for years.
Right.
So you have to respect it, and then especially if you're coming up, like you have no choice but to hear her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's like everybody likes either Biggie or Tupac or Jay-Z or like Snoop Dogg to some extent, whether they your top one or not. Like
Right.
you love them to some extent because that's what you had coming up. Like they're the
Exactly.
biggest ones. And then for you to get up there with them and think, that's why they say like never meet your idols in person. Like to think you about to get up and you getting big. Like damn, I can meet Jay-Z at this point, and then Jay-Z start throwing shade at you. So,
It's horrible.
Are you
I feel
kidding me?
crap.
Like-
Exactly. I feel like
are
crap.
you kidding me, bro?
It's-
If I ever get big and then Kanye starts subbing me, bro, I'm gonna have to fight him for real.
You still
I'm
on the
really
Kanye
gonna
wave?
Yes.
Still no Kanye slander?
None.
Oh nah, it's gonna be some Kanye slander, but for right now, he's chilling. You feel me? He took a back seat. He's relaxed.
I had nothing to say about his whole Trump situation because
Of course.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
I
right
try
now.
to keep those.
I can't defend everything.
I try to keep those two separate entities.
I
as
could be
much as I
wrong.
can.
Well, no, he came
I
out as a
understood the whole
supporter though, right?
approach it with love thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But then the hat, come on.
Yeah,
hats.
that was gonna say. Then he came out as like a supporter.
You don't even look right with hats on. Why would you wear this hat?
There's some all hats,
You don't even
bro.
wear hats. Why would you wear this hat, man? You can't get it on a shirt or something. Can't get like a pin. I wear a hat. No, I was quiet during that. I didn't even get that.
And it hurt me because, like, the music that he was putting out before was just so pro-black, for your people, and then he turns around and, you know, partners with somebody who's, I can't say openly racist.
He is definitely openly racist.
But, you know, we all know how Trump is giving it up. We know how his administration is giving it up. So for you to just, you know, co-sign that and put yourself next to that, that's a big 180, huge one.
What I said before, I said, like, I get the direction he wants to go.
Yeah,
but I think he's the wrong person to do it.
Right.
But I mean,
like I said, like when he said the whole, like, you know, approach him with love thing, and everybody's trying to hate him. Like, let's talk to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that, because we just hear what he's saying and see what's going on at the rallies, and we just like throwing stones.
Yeah, but he
at the
went
guy.
way left with it. He went way left with it.
I get where he's trying to go, but I feel like he was the wrong person to do it. Like, you ain't never been an activist your whole career. Like, you did the little George Bush thing, you did something else. Like, you ain't never did this your whole, like, this is not the first time you should just step your foot into the black empowerment. Right?
But he went from lead with love to Donald Trump is a good person. Yeah. He's for the you killed it.
Like I said, say he a good dude.
Like I said, I think he's the wrong person to do it.
We need more J's. We need to build
right
more J's.
Do that? You feel me? Because I feel like just this whole Trump situation is so volatile that if anybody gets next to him, we gonna like look at it a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that kind of like volatile. It's like, oh, we don't even,
like, if there's gonna be like a big, like, I mean, Jay-Z wouldn't do it.
The only person I don't think we would
have looked at Jay-Z sideways if he would have did it.
I know.
I think they would have, because they looking at him crazy for this NFL thing. So imagine,
really, but like, think about it. Like, Kanye gets very defensive.
Yeah.
Jay-Z doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows, like, people looking sideways about this whole NFL thing, but he didn't approach it like, all right, I got to defend myself. He explained himself. Yeah. But he didn't, like, there's a difference in explaining yourself and defending yourself.
And I feel like that's where Kanye kind of like, Kanye don't
right,
really
he literally be flying off the handle with stuff.
I'm saying take Jay and Obama. Obama don't gotta be a rapper, but he still know the ins and outs. Exactly. And he's still for our country.
Well, he wouldn't have did it either, because Trump's literally been trying to undo everything Obama put in place.
Facts.
Yeah, literally.
So he don't like Obama at all. So that wouldn't have worked.
But they have still sat down with each other and still had conversations.
Hillary would have won, maybe that conversation could have happened.
She a hypocrite, though. I don't think we would have really approved of Hillary.
I know, but she was also trying to, at one point in her campaign, she was trying to get, like, the urban touch at a point.
Everybody wants to get the urban touch. Everybody wants to get that black vote. Everybody. That's why you see all these people pandering to the black. Like Kamala Harris eating.
Yo, she needs to go,
brother.
Bernie really Sanders was like selling fried chicken out of, like, he was serving fried chicken.
Bernie Sanders got
not Bernie Sanders. Joe Biden.
Bernie Sanders got pictures in his 30s. Bernie was in his 30s.
I actually like Biden.
Biden was like selling. Biden was like giving out fried chicken at the back of a church.
That's a reach. That's really a reach. He was the VP for Obama.
Yeah. So we might have to. We can rock with Biden. He's just old though.
Yeah.
So is Bernie.
They might not be in there that long.
Bro, I'm like,
got a year and a half on him.
Bernie, you 80, bro. Like,
hang it up, bro.
By the time you done, son, like, I don't, cause you know being a president ages you, son.
For real,
ages you. Like,
that shit
Bernie,
aged Obama.
If you get in there, bro.
First day.
Like, I don't
oxygen.
I don't.
He'll be on oxygen at the inauguration. He got a wire.
I don't need. And you see, he be at the debates. He be turned up and red, and I'm like, yo,
relax, bro.
I'm like,
you leave this bitch on a stretcher.
Like, speeding that pacemaker up, bro. Relax.
The last thing I need to hear is Bernie win the election, and a year and a half in, he's having, you know, heart complications and all that. Bro, I'm gonna be hurt, bro. Like,
bro, heart on the fritz. It's cooler.
It just saddens me because I do feel like his heart is in the right place.
It is.
And I feel like we need that, but
you need to keep it in the right condition.
We do. But I keep telling people.
You really do. I'm telling you.
I keep telling people, this election is not going to be about who knows politics more. which it rarely
Absolutely
ever is.
not.
But this election is going to be who got more star power.
Yep.
That's literally what it's going to be about.
Or
who got more star power.
I think that's how Donald Trump got in.
Exactly. This is going to be who got the most bars, bro. Who got the most one-liners. Who got the most creative. Who got the catchiest slogan.
Donald Trump got in because, like, you have to connect to, you have to know your demographic. You got to know your market.
Yeah. And market to those
he
people.
caught the right amount of people. With his campaign and what he was like standing for, he caught the right amount of people, and there's literally a huge it's like the closet racist. There's like the borderline racist. I'm not really racist, but I do agree with what you just said. Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? He caught the right market of people.
And he lost the popular vote, but he caught the right state.
That's what I'm saying.
He
like
caught the big
he got the
states,
right
too.
people.
Oh God.
That saddens me. It really
like Obama. Like Obama just being him, he already got more than half the black people in the country.
Yeah.
Like a nice 70-80% of black people in the country just off the fact that you black.
Yeah.
He could have been on the same wave as Trump, and you still would have got a decent black vote just because he's black.
And you know how
we would have
hard
flipped it and made it seem like, well, maybe the Mexicans is a little, But
I'm not gonna say that Obama wasn't trying to do the same thing though, because he was, but his approach was different than Trump's. It wasn't like he was saying, let's just kick all the immigrants out. He was saying the same thing, like, no, you guys need to legally come into this country and do it the right way. But that was not the face. Like, now ICE is like the face of America right now. Like, what are we doing?
All we're known for is building walls.
I ain't never heard about
immigrants.
ICE honestly until Trump popped up.
Until now.
Me neither.
Like, I never knew that section of the government really existed like that.
Me neither. And I didn't know that they was like kicking in.
Oh no, they going
like,
crazy.
They going crazy now. They probably hire ICE
checkpoints in Elizabeth.
employees like crazy.
They
It's
kicking
sad.
doors in and separating kids from their families
And the conditions
then they
are
putting the
horrible.
kids on trial.
Like,
So the kids gotta.
These kids don't even speak no English. You putting them on trial.
They're literally
bro.
kids, and they gotta be their own lawyer and defend themselves.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I'm not going to tell the president what to do because I can't run the world.
No, I'm gonna tell the president what to do. No,
I'm not gonna tell them what to do. I'm gonna tell them what not to do though.
I just think we have bigger issues to focus on.
we do.
Like, we have what you saying about these mass shootings?
Like, bro, we broke out here. You want to kick out?
What you saying about health insurance? Because the majority of us don't got it.
Mass
Like,
shootings is absurd.
Like, they're really not taking jobs, bro. If anything, like, they're making their own jobs. Because who was selling oranges before?
bro,
Who was harvesting crops before?
telling you, bro, I ain't never seen not one other race other than these illegal immigrants stand outside of Home Depot at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, they work hard. Like, what job did they take?
They didn't take nothing that
What
we
job
want,
did they
bro.
take?
College graduates can't even get jobs.
yeah.
You think they're just gonna hire somebody who can't speak no English? Come on, son.
They're the prime example of creating your own table. Because they really had a
Who you know gonna landscape for you without
Landscaping
no
jobs.
contract, bro?
No
cleaning
contract.
jobs.
Day-to-day work.
Contract.
Just day-to-day work.
I don't know.
That's
This
what
country
they
needs
wanna
some
do,
major
bro.
help. So I'm gonna tell everybody, get your ass out and vote.
Please
But,
vote.
like, they
If that
definitely
makes a
work
difference.
hard.
It really don't make a difference because we won the popular vote.
Yeah.
Hillary won the popular vote. He just got the big states, the states that was worth mad.
And I think most of us just voted for her because she was there.
lesser of two evils.
Plus, she's not as racist as he is.
Yeah,
Even though
Right.
he was going against the Mexicans, and she was literally like locking black people up. Nothing.
that's crazy how they. It's crazy how people in the black community call Bill Clinton the first black president, and his wife is doing all this crazy shit.
Right.
Bro, like if you ask any Haitian, because I'm Haitian, if you ask any old school Haitian, they love Bill Clinton. Love him for what? I don't know.
First of all, Bill
know.
Clinton is friends with Travis Scott.
So like, bro,
If that's not black right there,
Bill Clinton invited to the cookout.
Bill Clinton is friends
invite
with
Bill
Travis
to the
Scott.
cookout.
Like,
Okay, I'm totally not like this is totally off the
Travis
record,
Scott.
but I seen a video and I didn't know Travis Scott was really like a mean person when he went to was it Summer Jam and he kicked the guy off the stage for
Oh, that's
fixing
old.
his
I saw
mic.
that.
I never knew that.
nah, the guy
But
was
I
like a photographer.
You ain't had to kick him off the stage like that. He trying to fix your mic. He like, get off. I don't want nobody else on the stage. That kind of just rubbed me the wrong way about
Don't
him.
touch my stuff.
What?
Hey man, don't touch my
I
stuff.
remember that video. He was
Me
like,
too. I forgot about
he
it.
was like, the guy was like, I work for Summer Jam. He's like, I don't care. You don't work for Travis. This is a Travis show. Goodbye.
That's fucked up. I don't
That's
like
kind of
that.
weird. You know, I'm not going. It's messed up, but like, it's kind of
Like you just humiliated this poor.
But like, think about
guy
it. Like, it's just me up
stage.
here, and then it's you like in the corner taking pictures.
Like, you just messed up the whole
bro,
aesthetic
if you don't
of
go
the
down to the
show.
press box, my nigga. Like,
He was like this. He
What
went
else
to
to the
fix
pic?
the mic. What if he knew something about your mic? You ain't know.
He don't want
Your
it
shit
like
about
that.
to explode. Like, yo, I gotta fix it. Your auto tune is off right now. You about to go here and croak. Like, I'm gonna let you do whatever you need to do to my mic before I hop back on it.
Peace, bro.
When you brought up Travis, I thought you was gonna bring up the video of him trying to dance with Kayy.
Oh, yo,
That's what I
he
thought.
hit the gas pedal.
Yo, and I was
Oh,
looking,
yeah,
I
man.
said, damn.
He hit it with the
bro.
one boom.
Yeah,
She was like, that's enough.
She brought the ass. She ain't by the rhythm.
That's, bro, I swear everything I tweeted that, bro. I said,
Ain't by the
bro,
rhythm.
she bought everything, but you can't buy our rhythm. That's one thing you can't buy from us, bro.
Travis stepped on the gas with that.
And she wasn't
Like,
having
oh, hold on.
She said, nah, B, like, you just knocked my silicone out of place. Like, I ain't ready for all this yet.
That's crazy.
Weird relationship, but
Very weird. Like, where did it come from? But like you said, it's neither here nor there.
I appreciate it.
I don't even know what Travis Scott looked like. If somebody said, what do he look like? I couldn't even
No,
tell
Travis
you.
ugly.
Like, I really don't. His face
Nah,
is just like
he's grits.
unknown to me.
Travis
Like,
ugly.
Very grits. Yeah, nah.
I would never know.
I appreciated Tyga and Kylie relationship more than this one right here. When
felt
she
it
was
was more
legal,
organic.
of course, not when she was illegal. When she turned 18, of course.
I was
really
for
like
it.
this one. They was alright. Like, they ain't bother me. You feel me?
Tiger out getting his hair permed right now. He ain't thinking about nobody.
I like Travis Kylie too though, cause I don't know why, but like it don't seem fake,
Yeah.
you know.
That's one thing.
Like a lot of these public relationships really just seem like
That's
one
true.
thing I can
fake.
say.
This one don't seem really. It don't seem fake to me.
Which ones you consider fake?
Meek and Nicki definitely.
That was definitely
That was fake. That was acting at its finest. That
He licking
relationship-
feet on camera.
Relationship sucked. That was,
I think, don't quote me on this, but I
Well-
think Meek said that Nicki got him on pills or something. Or like she was the reason why he started popping all these pills.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past.
Nicki's a cancer,
It's
bro.
crazy.
Listen,
People really gotta start admitting when it's their fault.
I ain't gonna say that just because I'm scared of the barbs. You know the barbs be wild. Just in case if a barb see this and you
Listen,
know, they-
like when you're a super fan of somebody, you really do gotta understand like they be fucking up. Like,
Yeah, they're not
you
perfect.
can't do no wrong in their eyes.
Nah,
though. It's
like-
so sad.
Kanye be fucking up, bro.
Dude,
You really do. Like,
Because I remember at one point you wouldn't accept
Nah,
no
you
Kanye
do.
slander.
dude. Like, fucking up, bro.
that's another relationship I don't think is fake. At first, I looked at it weird.
Oh, Kim and Kanye?
Yeah, but
no.
I'm like-
no.
I couldn't really see them with anybody else, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who Kanye gonna date?
Who Kim gonna date? Her marriages last like 72 hours.
No.
I'm like, yo, it is perfect for each other. Like, let them go.
I used to think Beyonce and Jay-Z's was fake.
Really?
For a minute, I used to think that. Like, it just seemed like the right business move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like the top singer, he's like
Right.
the top rapper and everything.
Right.
So like, it just seems like
Makes
the right
sense.
business move. But I mean, even still, I mean, it's a great business move either way. But
It is.
I don't think
Right.
it's fake anymore.
I just don't see them as, well, we don't get to see them, intertwined as in a romantic relationship as we see the rest of them. So it is kind of
Or,
a
like,
little
being
bit weird.
intimate? Like,
Yeah,
nah, I
we don't
couldn't.
really see that.
Like holding hands and all
Right.
cuddled up. No, I couldn't see that either.
Ain't no picture of them kissing. Like,
No.
Nah, I'm cool off those.
Nothing.
And if
I'll take
there
their
are
word for
pictures, it's like playing, like stage
I just take their
pictures.
word for it.
Y'all love.
I
got
remember
that.
they was like, oh, Beyonce was never pregnant. Like, she hired somebody. I'm like, listen,
cares?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah, I
cares?
did believe that though.
You believed it?
Yeah,
Which pregnancy?
the first one.
Didn't she show us the bump though?
No.
But the thing is, like, we don't see these people every day.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what
So, like,
I'm gonna stop.
You got to think about, like, it seems like celebrities' kids grow up faster than they really do.
Fast as hell.
But like, we don't really see them like that, or the pictures we are seeing, like, we don't know how old they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's kids you see every day, like pretty often, you get to kind of see them grow up, but we're not really seeing them grow up. So you might
Right.
see them
It's a
once,
little different.
and then you see them a couple months later, and then they're a little bigger. Like, we seeing them in gaps.
Yeah,
There's no like timeline of like aging.
bro. When I tell you, I was so shocked when I heard Blue Ivy Carter singing on that song for the Lion
Right,
King
like,
soundtrack.
we don't
I
have
said,
a-
bro, I didn't
don't-
even know she could speak.
Right, because we see them in gaps.
Yeah.
So like every time you see them, they look older and they look different, and then
That's
next thing you know,
true.
like it seems like they age faster because we don't see them consistently.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
make me feel old too. I'm only 23.
Like we don't see pictures of Beyonce like that, but it's different as far as like their kids. Like we're really not seeing the kids like that, you know.
But I want to give a huge thank you to Macc Mccray for chopping it up with us on Champions Corner today. Yeah, see you guys next week.
Peace.
You got it.
I was on it. I was ready. I put my hands up so I could catch it.